the main camera that we're looking.
Hey everyone, welcome to GBTV Just In Lives, and this is for new release movies. So it does look a little bit different this time. So we actually want to give all of our wonderful categories its own special spotlight. So today is movies, and the reason being is because Tuesdays are new release days, and all of our new releases are put into the media bank. And I have my trusty colleague here, the expertise of movies, Tracy, who's going to help me out with some movies today. So I know you've got some wonderful good titles coming up that we have, one coming out today, and then a few coming out every Tuesday. So which film do you want to start off with today?
Before I start, I just want to say what a great idea to do this in the marketplace section, surrounded by all of these amazing DVDs. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We just have so much, you can't go wrong. Come in, you're going to find something for everyone. Okay, but back on task. So coming out today in our Media Bank collection is Women Talking. Have you heard of this one?
I've heard of this one.
Okay.
I have, yes.
It's up for an Oscar nomination, so you likely have heard of it before. It's hitting our media banks today. It is PG-13, but I would say it's PG-13 with a little bit of caution.
Yeah.
So this is about the women of an isolated religious colony who reveal a shocking secret about the colony's men. So for years, the men have occasionally drugged the women and raped them, and the truth comes out and the women talk about this situation. It stars some fantastic actors. We've got Rooney Mara, who you might know from Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, among other things. Judith Ivey, Claire Foy, who's been doing a lot of work lately. Frances McDormand.
I was going to say Frances McDormand. That's who I know. Yeah.
Jessie Buckley. Also directed by Sarah Polley, who I know you had some interesting things to say about Sarah Polley.
So Sarah Polley, I remember growing up watching her on a 90s Disney show called Avonlea, which is a spinoff of Anne of Green Gables, which I was totally in love with that TV series, and that got me into reading books, especially big, thick books was Anne of Green Gables series. But Sarah Polley starred as Sarah in that film, and then she also starred in the remake of Dawn of the Dead. And you guys should know me by now, I love scary movies. So for her to be in that remake, and she was a main character in that, and just to see her talents just extend from there, being a screenplay writer as well as a director. I mean, just the way the trailers, and there's 2 trailers of this film, it's already got me captivated. Like, I'm ready to watch this movie. So I'm excited.
Yes, I'm glad that you use that word, captivating, because it is. It's captivating. It's very atmospheric. It is heavy. It's
based
serious.
off of
It's based on a true story.
Okay.
It is based on a true story.
Yeah.
So, it's about sexual assault, hence the caution with the PG-13. But it really grapples with the gray areas involved in that conversation. It's subtle, it's quiet, it's atmospheric, but it's really gripping with this palpable sense of relevance and urgency. So I give it 4 Milk Duds. It was an excellent movie.
Wow. And they have this whole thing where it's either do nothing or stay and fight or
leave. Yeah. So they're looking at some huge decisions, and it's an excellent film. It is worth your time.
Well, 4 Milk Duds. Oh my gosh. You don't give 4 Milk Duds very often.
I try not to give those too lightly. This is worth it.
This is totally worth it. So what's the next movie we got coming up?
So next week, the 14th, we're going to see another Oscar-nominated film coming into our media bank, and it is The Whale, starring Brendan Fraser, Hong Cho, and Sadie Sank. Excellent movie. This is directed by Darren Aronofsky, and if you know any of his films like Black Swan, Requiem for a Dream, Mother, you know that he is also a very heavy, emotionally heavy kind of
Psychological
perspective,
drama. Yeah.
you're going to go through it.
Oh yeah.
You know, when it's a Darren Aronofsky movie, you're going to go through the emotions, and The Whale is no different.
Oh my gosh.
I also want to say that you have never seen Brendan Fraser this way,
No.
literally, physically, but also the acting chops that maybe we've never been able to see before because he was Encino
typecast.
Man,
Yeah,
or he
he
was
was-
George of the Jungle, or you know, he was in fun family movies and things like that. This is some serious drama and excellently acted.
It is. It is. And Sadie Sink is from Stranger Things. So any Stranger Things fan like myself, you know, she's
Yeah.
in that. So, but Brendan Fraser, he just won a SAG award for this film. And there was something he said that was just like, it just sat with me. And it was regarding his character, Charlie. That's the name of the character. And he said that Charlie is he's on a raft of regrets, but on a sea of hope.
That's
And I was
beautiful.
like, what? Brendan Fraser just what? Okay, so I was like, okay, I got to put that on my phone somewhere. But I thought that was really, and it was such an emotional speech on the SAG Awards. So I just thought that was really interesting and a great way for him to make a comeback with being in this film. So so how many milk duds do you get for this one?
Well, you know, Brendan Fraser should know, of course, because he knows. But I mean, that's exactly the right way to characterize this movie. And if you haven't heard of The Whale, before I give you my milk dud rating, I just want to give you a quick idea of what this movie is about. It takes place in a very small town in Idaho, and Brendan Fraser plays a character named Charlie, who is reclusive and morbidly obese, and he hides out in his apartment, basically slowly eating himself to death. He's desperate to reconnect with his estranged teenage daughter for one last shot at redemption, and it's really, really a beautiful movie. And again, I give it 4 milk duds.
Wow.
Really good.
That seems. So there's a second one coming out on the same day, right? Another movie you wanted to bring up?
Oh, you want to get right into it?
Yeah,
Yes,
let's get right into it. Yes.
Okay, so on that same day, on the 14th, we're also going to see A Man Called Otto. A lot of people have heard this one. It actually is a remake, an American version, based on the Frederick Bachman book, A Man Called Ove. There's a Swedish version of this movie. We have that here as well, and of course we have the book as well. You can read it, you can watch the Swedish version, you can watch the American version starring Tom Hanks. And if anybody's going to play a great Ove, of course it's going to be Tom Hanks, because he can do no wrong.
Exactly.
So
I agree.
Otto is a grumpy old man who's given up on life following the loss of his wife and just wants to be done with it all. But when a young family moves in nearby, he meets his match in quick-witted Marisol, leading to a friendship that turns his world around. It is very charming. It is very heartwarming. I haven't seen this one yet, so my dud rating is TBD, to be dudded.
I'm right with you. So I haven't saw it yet, but I'm very interested in it, especially if Tom Hanks is in it.
Of course.
You gotta watch it just to
Right.
put it on your list of Tom Hanks movies. So
I'm excited to see it. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
the Swedish version, so heartwarming. I'm sure that Tom Hanks is gonna do his thing with this and make it
most
just as good.
definitely. Most definitely. All right, and then the week after that,
Okay. So switching
on the
gears,
21st,
Dominique and I have had some conversation about this. On the 21st, we're expecting Megan to hit our media bank. Megan is a horror comedy. It's rated PG-13, and really, it's okay. It is fun. It's a popcorn movie. It deserves its rating. This stars Allison Williams, Violet McGraw, Amy Donald as Megan, and Ronnie Chang, who you might know as a pretty hilarious stand-up comedian. Megan is a marvel of artificial intelligence, a lifelike doll that's programmed to be a child's greatest companion and a parent's greatest ally. Designed by Gemma, a brilliant roboticist, Megan can listen, watch, and learn as she plays the role of friend and teacher, playmate, and protector. But when Gemma becomes the unexpected caretaker of her 8-year-old niece, she decides to give the girl the Megan prototype to test, a decision that leads to unimaginable consequences. Dominique and I both agree that this movie is a
Yeah, no, not feeling it. Not
It's
feeling
just
it.
the newest version of the old murderous doll trope.
It's a Chucky combined with iRobot without them trying to take over the world kind of thing. I don't know. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I tried. I think I fell asleep at the end. I don't know. I'm sure I have, and then I woke back up and then went back to sleep. But I don't know. I couldn't get into it, but I agree. You can watch it with the kids. If it's one of your
silly.
kids want to get into some horror movies, this is a good first pick. I
Yeah,
chose
yeah.
Chucky Child's Play. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but this one I think is safe.
There's some okay jump scares and things like that.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
just pretty typical. You know, they're really trying to
Yeah.
exploit our current fascination and fear of AI and all that sort of stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
The only credit I give to this movie is the actress who plays Megan. Very interesting
Yes.
to watch because she's really good at walking that fine line between like organic human movement and being robotic. So that's pretty interesting. And the way that they use CGI for her face
Oh yeah.
is kind of
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, you know, if you have
Yeah.
to like go mow the lawn or wash
Yeah.
the dishes or
Meh,
whatever.
you can listen to it in the background.
I'd watch Chucky probably.
Okay, right, okay.
Megan.
So,
But it's
yeah.
getting a lot of airtime right now. People are
Oh.
into it.
And it's on TikTok and everything. Tickety
yeah.
Talk is on everything. So
Y-
yeah,
right,
it's,
right.
it's all over the place. But so yeah, so that's what we have going, and then we also have streaming. So if you are looking at streaming, we have what Canopy,
Yes.
we have Hoopla,
Right.
and then I think there was some other things that you want to quickly mention really quick.
I did want to
or-
mention that the Oscars are coming up
Yes.
on the 12th. And if you're one of those folks who want to watch the movies before you watch the awards show, we have a lot of those films here at the library. So real quickly, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Top Gun Maverick, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Women Talking, and Turning Red, among others. We all have those in our collection. Come and load up, binge those movies, prepare yourself for the Oscars on the 12th, and you'll be all set.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Tracy, for as always helping me out with movies. It's always fun talking to you about movies and talking to you guys about movies. So we're going to make sure to comment all of these films that we're just talking about, so that you have the link to the connection to the media bank, and all of that jazz. So I want to thank all of you for watching GBTV Just In Movies. Hope that you enjoy watching this and check out those movies, okay? So thank you so much for everyone. Take good care.